Hello, and welcome to a video highlighting the number of consecutive rejects cause event variable and the reader consecutive rejects timer variable available in Secure 9000. The number of consecutive rejects cause event variable and the reader consecutive rejects timer variable can function together to monitor rejects of credentials presented at iStar series controlled doors. The number of consecutive rejects cause event variable allows the operator to set the consecutive number of credential rejects to monitor. The iStar door can be configured to trigger an event tailored to a site's specific needs when this number of consecutive rejects occurs. The range this variable can be set is from 0 to 100 rejects, and a setting of 0 turns the feature off. For example, when personnel or imposters swipe credentials at the door and are rejected the pre-configured number of times in a row, the configured door event is triggered. This event can inform the personnel monitoring the system that there have been repeated consecutive attempts to access the door unsuccessfully. The reader consecutive rejects timer variable allows a time limit to be set for the number of consecutive rejects to occur. If this timer expires before the pre-configured number of consecutive credential rejects occur, the reader consecutive reject timer is reset to 0 and the variable starts its count of credential rejects over again. The range this variable can be set at is from 0 to 86,400 seconds or 24 hours. A setting of 0 turns the feature off. When a valid card access occurs before the timer or reject count limits are reached, the number of consecutive rejects count and timer are both reset to 0, and the variable starts its count of credential rejects over again. Let's go ahead and illustrate how these variable features work in the Secure Admin Station. In this scenario, the number of consecutive rejects cause event variable is set to 3, and the reader consecutive rejects timer variable is set to 120 seconds or 2 minutes. Simply put, when the system is monitoring an iStar door, if 3 credential attempts in a row are rejected within a 2-minute span, the door will trigger the configured event. If the 2-minute timer expires before the pre-configured number of 3 consecutive credential rejects occur, the timer is reset to 0 and the variable starts its count of rejects over again. Also, at any time within that 2-minute time span, valid credentials are accepted and less than 3 consecutive credential rejects have occurred, the timer is also reset to 0 and the variable starts its count of credential rejects over again. For the changes to take effect on these variables, the Software House Crossfire iStar driver service in the server configuration application must be restarted. The service does not require a stop of service prior to resetting the variables, just a restart of the service after setting them. Now this may require a stop and restart if the service was running when you reset the variables. Alright, that concludes this video highlighting the number of consecutive rejects cause event variable and the reader consecutive rejects timer variable in Secure 9000.